Imagine walking into a simple roadside restaurant, nothing fancy, just a small kitchen, a limited menu, and two brothers who are trying to do something different. No one at that time could have imagined that this small place would become one of the most recognized brands in the world. But sometimes, the biggest revolutions don't start with grand plans. They start with a simple idea executed with perfection. McDonald's didn't begin as a global empire. It began as a quest to make food fast, affordable, and consistently not for the rich, not for the elite, but for everyday people. In the 1940s, people were used to waiting a long time for their meals, sitting in crowded diners, or waiting for car hops to deliver food that was often slow and inconsistent. But inside this tiny restaurant in San Bernardino, something new was happening. The McDonald brothers were not just making burgers, they were designing a system that turned cooking into a production line. Food came out faster. The menu was simpler. The process was repeatable. They didn't know it yet, but they were creating the blueprint for the future of fast food. But the real transformation came when a man named Ray Kroc walked through their doors. A salesman in his 50s, tired, frustrated, but still hungry for one last chance at success. When he saw the McDonald's system, he didn't just see burgers. He saw a vision that could spread across America, and eventually, the world. This is not just a business story. This is a story of ambition, persistence, partnership, conflict, and the boldness to dream bigger than your circumstances. McDonald's didn't just change the food industry, it changed culture, habits, and the pace of everyday life. And today, we're going to explore how one idea became a global empire that serves millions of people every single day. Today, McDonald's is more than just a restaurant. It's a symbol recognized almost everywhere in the world. Whether you are in America, Pakistan, India, Dubai, Japan, or anywhere else, those golden arches stand like a global landmark. More than 69 million people eat at McDonald's every single day. That's more than the population of many countries. It's not just about burgers and fries. It's about a system that works, a brand that connects, and an experience that feels familiar no matter where you go. But if we look back, it's surprising to realize that this massive empire didn't start with billion-dollar investments, corporate offices, or marketing experts. It started with a very small dream, shared by two brothers who simply wanted to run a restaurant that worked efficiently. No grand plan, no expectation of changing the world. Just a desire to do something better than everyone else. The interesting part of the story is that the McDonald brothers laid the foundation, but it took another person to turn that foundation into something huge. And that man was Ray Kroc. A man who was not young, not incredibly wealthy, and not particularly successful when he first encountered McDonald's. Yet, he had something powerful, a vision. He saw what others could not see. He saw not just one restaurant, but hundreds. Then thousands. He believed that if the system was duplicated with discipline, it could transform the way America ate. This story is not just about business growth. It's about the mindset that separates dreamers from achievers. It shows how an ordinary idea becomes extraordinary when met with consistency, determination, and the courage to think big. It teaches us that sometimes success is not about being the first, but being the one who sees the potential in something before the world does. And that's exactly what happened with McDonald's. The story truly begins in San Bernardino, California, where Richard and Maurice McDonald owned a small barbecue restaurant. Business was decent, but the brothers noticed something important. Most of their profits came from one item, the hamburger. So, they made a bold decision. They removed almost everything from the menu and focused only on what people loved and ordered the most. But the real breakthrough came when they redesigned the kitchen. They treated it like an assembly line, where each worker had one specific task. This allowed them to make food faster, cleaner, and cheaper than anyone else. Customers didn't need to wait long, and the food tasted the same every single time. This idea would later become known as the speedy service system, and it was revolutionary. Meanwhile, Ray Kroc was a traveling salesman who sold milkshake machines. Life wasn't easy for him. He had tried many businesses before, but none of them made him truly successful. One day, he noticed that the McDonald brothers had ordered 8 of his milkshake mixers. That caught his attention. Why would a small restaurant need to serve so many milkshakes at once? Curious, he traveled to see the restaurant himself. The moment he saw how efficiently everything worked, he knew this was not an ordinary place. He saw something the brothers didn't fully recognize. This system could be copied and spread across the country. Ray Kroc convinced the brothers to let him franchise the idea. Soon, more McDonald's restaurants opened in different cities. Ray was strict about one thing: no matter where the restaurant was located, the food and service had to be exactly the same. Consistency became the brand's identity. As the business grew, Ray and the brothers eventually disagreed on expansion and control. Determined to fulfill his vision, Ray made the tough decision to buy the company from them. From that point on, McDonald's expanded rapidly. The golden arches became a universal symbol, and McDonald's turned into not just a restaurant, but a global culture. When we look at McDonald's today, it's easy to see only the success, the long lines, the worldwide presence, the global advertisements, and the familiar taste that millions enjoy every day. But behind this massive success lies a journey filled with small decisions, bold ideas, and relentless determination. It all started from a simple restaurant with a simple menu, created by two brothers who wanted to do something better than what everyone else was doing. They believed in efficiency, quality, and consistency. Those values became the foundation of something far greater than they ever imagined. Then came Ray Kroc, a man who did not let age or past failures define him. He saw the potential that others had overlooked. He believed that this system could grow far beyond a single city. He believed that it could change the way America, and eventually the world, experienced food. And he did not stop at believing, he acted. He pushed through challenges, disagreements, and setbacks. He took risks. He sacrificed comfort. And in the end, he built something that became part of everyday life for millions of people. The success of McDonald's teaches us something powerful. Great ideas don't always need to start big. What matters is vision, and the discipline to execute that vision consistently. It also shows that opportunity can appear when you least expect it, sometimes in an ordinary place, on an ordinary day. The difference between those who dream and those who achieve is the courage to take action when the moment comes. So next time you see those golden arches, remember that behind them is a story of two brothers who changed how food was served, and one man who believed that their system could change the world. Success is not always about being the most talented or the most lucky yet. It's about recognizing potential and having the determination to turn it into reality. And maybe, just maybe, your idea, the one in your mind right now, could be the next story the world remembers.